Alright, let's set the scene. Imagine Tony Soprano, the big boss, trying to enjoy a quiet morning. The sun's out, he's got his robe on, an espresso in hand, lounging by the pool. It's the picture of suburban bliss, but there's a problem. A tiny, relentless, high-pitched problem. From next door, it's yap, 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 yap. It's his new neighbor's dog, a little white poodle that looks more like a cotton ball with legs. This fluff ball, named Fifi, has a bark that could pierce steel. Day one, Tony tries to ignore it. He's a patient man, right? He cranks up the volume on the outdoor speakers. Day two, the yapping starts with the sunrise. Tony's eyes starts twitching. He tries talking to the neighbor, a cheerful guy in a polo shirt named Bruce. Tony leans over the fence, trying his best to be neighborly. Hey, your dog. It's got a lot of ... energy. Bruce just smiles and shrugs. Oh, that's just Fifi. She's just being a dog, Mr. Soprano. A real talker. Bruce chuckles and goes back to watering his petunias, leaving Tony standing there, his espresso turning cold, his patience wearing dangerously thin. By day 4, Tony has had enough. The peaceful sanctuary of his backyard has been turned into a torture chamber of yapping. He can't think, he can't relax, he can't even hear the ducks in his pool. This is a matter of respect, so he calls a meeting. Not in the back room of the Bada Bing, but right there, in his own backyard. He beckons over Polly Walnuts and Silvio Dante. The three of them stand there, three serious, imposing figures in tracksuits, staring down this tiny poodle through the chain link fence. Fifi, oblivious, just yaps back at them. Polly squints, cracking his knuckles. He looks at Tony, then at the dog. Boss, he says with a serious tone, you want us to ... take the dog for a walk, a long walk. Silvio, meanwhile, is just adjusting his magnificent hair, looking utterly bewildered by the situation. He's used to dealing with major territorial disputes, not miniature canine annoyances. He glances from Tony to the dog and back again, as if trying to figure out what kind of strategic threat a 5-pound poodle could possibly pose. Tony lets out a long, heavy sigh and shakes his head. He puts a hand on Polly's shoulder. No, Polly, no walks. He looks at his crew. Violence is the last resort. We're gonna handle this with ... finesse, with class. It's a new era. Polly and Silvio exchange a look of complete confusion. Finesse, class, this was a new one. What could Tony possibly have in mind? They were in uncharted territory here. The next morning, the sun rises, but the world is quiet, blissfully, beautifully silent. Bruce, the neighbor, steps out into his backyard, coffee mug in hand, and stops dead in his tracks. There, sitting perfectly on his lawn, is a brand new, top-of-the-line, soundproof doghouse. It's a work of art, more like a miniature luxury cabin than a kennel. Attached to the door with a piece of butcher's twine is a small, folded note. Bruce picks it up. It's written on the back of a receipt from Satriali's pork store. The handwriting is a bit rushed, but the message is clear. It says, a gift. For the neighborhood's peace and quiet, consider it A. Friendly suggestion. Bruce looks at the doghouse, then over the fence at the Soprano residence, where he can just see Tony sitting by the pool, slowly stirring his espresso with a look of pure contentment on his face. He gives a small, understanding nod. Inside the new doghouse, Fifi is curled up on a plush cushion, fast asleep and not making a sound. Peace has been restored to the neighborhood. Bruce gets the message. Fifi gets a fancy new home. And Tony Soprano finally gets to enjoy his morning in the silence he so rightly deserves. Who says you can't solve modern problems the old-fashioned way with a little bit of creative thinking and a whole lot of unspoken understanding? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.